who is in the lower bracket right now. You talk about the team. So the fact that the loser of this goes into a best of 3 versus either one of those teams, and like realistically, I think Heroic probably going to come through that, and then I would even still put them in the favorite against whoever they face. So this is a massively important match. Like, this could be the difference between you going to the playoffs and arguably could be the easier match. Being though the rebuy for them is not going to be anything particularly good. Like the amount of kills
comes in from SJ Gaming. It's all up to Michael Lilly here, and he needs at least 1, maybe even 2 kills in order to make sure this round goes in the favor of GODSENT. Can he do it? No, it goes down straight away together with Crystal, and there we go. Everything falls apart now. Stuka though. Towards the door here. Maiden is sitting in a quite comfortable position. Crystal with a FAMAS. He needs to go big here. Oh, he's being caught off guard with a FAMAS. Oh!
The timing not good, and the T's do manage to get their openers. Crystal survives longer than expected and actually buys a bit of time for the rotation. This time Makalele up from above with only 20 seconds. Sticko the same spot and the same result, and Makalele can't connect. It's going to be a second.
Has a clear idea of how they want to approach the game. And I like to see that. I like to see that from a team at this level, that they put thought into what they're doing. Yampi again with the Mac 10 getting 2 kills so far. Maybe that's not going to be enough for him. That's a lot of money in the bank as well. He's going to save up for that AWP late on the game. And it seems like this is just going to be a clean, crisp, and easy round for the Finns.
Yeah.
At some point you need to chill down. At some point you need to rethink the situation and make sure you don't put an anchor around your team, basically. Stuku making up for it though. Sten is in a bit of a rough position. He should go down in a second here.
Actually, he catches Sticko instead, and I think that's the worst of things. They've actually gone wrapping around, and I don't know if Crystal's away. He does, and his teammates aren't anywhere near. They may just have to fall into a save, and I think that's looking very likely. The timing from Arvid is absolutely perfect, and now the remaining players have said they don't have a kit, they don't have the time, they're still going to fight this.
Got a ground on the map. Khan here in a good position now.
That ultimately ends up with this A-side take. Got so many powerful positions. Arte evens things up. Madden this time does at least manage to get 1, and so many positions to check, but they are clearing all of the Makalele though. 2 kills back, even though they lose. Like he's about to try and just use a little bit of utility as a countermeasure. Ekes out, hits that first pick. The trade looking to come in, he hits the dink, but doesn't quite get the kill. So the T's are going to be able to make their way forward. Bomb will cross through the smoke. A little bit of utility saved by the T's to give them that plant. And now we sit in the same scenario again. A man advantage up. GODSENT with a lot of utility. But even still, it seems like SJ are so good in these after-plant situations. Yumpy already picking off 1, and they're going to try and team up onto Crystal, who's actually making a fair amount of noise. Arvid knows that there's a man in this position, and they just play off of each other so well. Stiko, all he can do is save that.
You have Yumpy, you know, once again, a very impactful kill. Hasn't really been the game where you thought to that game. Well, they must have a plan for how to deal with it. It doesn't seem like it. Now, Stuka, though, with another great frag, can't really follow it up. Yumpy again with the revenge frag. Michael Lilly in a great position. He missed that shot. You cannot do that, Michael Lilly. Good for you. You got Crystal to back you up.
I don't know how, but that's another miss from Makalele. It's something that we almost knew him for in the past, was he'd either have a fantastic game or he would go missing, literally. But coming back up the vent.
It will require something extraordinary for them to throw away this round, that's for sure.
It was his impact that won them the round. The flank from behind completely won it for them. It's not been a bad performance. Sticko is well placed. Can he get more than 1? He needs to. Last.
They want to go, by the looks of it. Crystal is going to be caught off guard by Sarte. That is a nice play. He's waiting and waiting and waiting. And at this point, that has started. It's going down now. And
actually, so late into the round, it could have been what basically won it for them, and instead both players fall just seconds later. I don't think they can challenge this, although Maiden does manage to get a kill back. I hope that doesn't bring
an old-fashioned tactic, and I'm sure a lot of the old-school players out there, they
don't think that them fighting it directly or every single time, that it's just almost diminished what GODSENT are able to do. Oh, the timing, is he going to get the second? Not quite. Trade being looked. Bailey actually gave the orb to Crystal.
I was just about to say, that's not a good signal.
No.
Pushing, he's going to keep pushing. Sarte is aware, but not able to punish it. That was well played. Left has a lot of time to play with. Maybe there's an opportunity here. Nope, Maiden. They do the exact same thing here, and it works out round after round once again.
Crystal, he's going to go for the hero play. Try and fight them outside. Makalele, be careful. Arvid looking to push him close and wins that battle as well. However, Zen, once again, that cross from coming in. he can win the round purely based off time, but Sarte gets the most important battle of the round. And now Zen, if he can drop the bomb, he has to peek out here. He needs to get the timing, but he gets stuck on the ladder. Looking in completely the wrong angle. It's all based on the timing, and Zen's going to win it. So desperately.
About that. Now, finally, we see fast pace coming out of SDA Gaming. This time around, he's not getting down the vents now. Maiden, once again, you get the opening duel right eagerly, I'd say, in terms of getting those kills. Now we see that aggression coming out from GODSENT that I want.
Not necessarily be the worst scenario. Zen, good spot. If he does get the kill, he goes. Just a blast straight through, although it seems like they get separated there. Karan's managed to find a kill on the outside, picks up a rifle as well. And then the Galil does the job on Sadie, leaving Makalele and Stiko, but Stiko has found two. Drops both the rifles. One will at least be retrieved in the attempt to get down. The has a fair amount of time. The only problem is Stiko has a fantastic read on.
There's a chance now that starting out with a fast inner push. Question is, can they make it work? Doesn't seem like it. Arvid is getting down 2 kills, staying alive. Same goes on for Seven. Arvid getting a 3rd one. He's been playing hearts out so far. Jumpy helping him out. Now it's Stiko all by. You used all your utility, and now you're being forced to
Drop the AUG, however, so that could be a decent weapon. Pick up the flashbang from Zen is perfect as well. That's remaining. This is going to be a tough take for the CT side. Makalele showing that
I like this from GODSENT, right? I just said that it's looking like, oh my god. There we go. Maybe the round is not over anyway. Can he get another one? Nope, we cannot. And there we go. Around the map, constantly made SJ giving second guess. This is going to be up.
Sadi switches between the players, but actually they've made this work wonderfully. Zen going to be tagged. Yumpy actually kills himself somewhere else on the map. I don't know what happened there. And somehow this now turns into just Zarte remaining, but 14 HP.
Look at the bomb though. It's in a very good position if you're starting now. Problem is he's going to be backstabbed here. He is. There. All USPs the same name on started, but this should just be, you know, begging breakfast for the GODSENT players.
Yeah, Madden's still taking quite a lot of damage, but ultimately not really expecting much to come over. They are going to look to hunt him down. Hey, that's 1 kill at least, but
I can respect that.
I don't know how Madden seems to try and get a bit aggressive. We got to try and take some map control away, because if we just sit back, we're going to get executed, and that's exactly what's happening. Crystal pushes in, gets that opener, but look how much...
Retake scenario here. No nades on the CT side. It's going to be tough there, and tough positions as well. He has to crawl up the vent, has to come out from heaven. He's going to wake up the gun. He's winning the first duel now. The other guy is isolated by the smoke. This is definitely possible for SDA Gaming. There's no kit though, so they need to be a little bit faster. They need to trigger the bomb. That's what they're doing. Mike Lily giving up his position. Also going down, and now Crystal, he's in a great position. He's going to win this one out. There's no way he can win now. Question is he going to win the duel? He is. Well, very effective. 4 versus 5 still, you know. GODSENT, they have the information now that the AK-47 is located in that position. Sadie with a deagle here. That could be very dangerous. Fast split towards inside. Sadie, he grabs off the bomb, and look at that. Smoke is covering the bomb. This could be very dangerous for the GODSENT guys. Can he find another frag? He does. Through the smoke, he has a deagle. Oh, almost find Crystal as well. That finds the 2 versus 1. Jumpy with an AK-47. Does a lot of damage, but is also being brought down to 8.
They move completely from where he was, but it seems like they have predicted this. It's whether they line up, and he gets the first. Looks for the spray through the wall. He can't afford to take a single bullet. Be alive at this point. You can already see now that the CTs are trying to almost rotate players a little bit too early. They've moved 2 down towards the B side. Madden gets caught out by the man coming back up the vent, but still the trades are going to be there with the Ts on the advantage once again. Yumpy with such... SJ have no response.
Yeah, and there's not much Khan can do in this situation. I'm glad you're with smoking out the yard area or anything like that. Basically right now,
it does start to worry you that even just individually now, we've started to see Stiko just being able to walk into angles. Nice work from Grom. Maybe it's going to be the IGL, the leader, to lead by example. As he gets 2 kills in a round that they really do have no business having a chance in. However, Makalele drops that weapon to the floor, and with the control of outside firmly in the favor of the Ts, there's not really any chance to retrieve any of the weapons, and any attempts are going to lead to, well, that.
As bad as the CT side is right now.
Yeah, it was 6-2 and then 8-3.
There you go.
And then since then, since it was...
Not feeling comfortable. Maybe the SG is that good now. Sadie is going down to Maiden once again. He's just walking out, getting the opening duel, and yes, he goes down. Yes,
it's just he is a different part of the team. He's on his own team, and then the rest of them are together. 20 seconds left, though, as they do go for that push round onto the B side. That was the attempt The bomb has made it down at least, and it is going to be able to cross in. A strong position from Sticko and Crystal, but they get rid of Sticko. That's important. That allows for the rotations to happen. They do still have to worry about where Crystal is currently sitting. Scenario. Crystal well placed, 23 kills once again, going so strong as he steps up once more and leaves it all onto Zate. He does have a kit. Could just try and tap this defuse, bait them out, looking through the gap, waiting for Makalele to pick, and he does. Even
charge of this team, and it's looking very good for GODSENT right now. There we go. Yampi picking up the AWP, getting an opening duel. I love to see it. Maiden once again trying to walk out, create some space. This time it didn't work. Now this is the opening you want if you're SJ Gaming. Makalele with a response back here. And then good times before, and then dealing with it the way it's supposed to be dealt with.
Oh, how on earth does he get away with that? It may not matter in the end. This is a big problem. He's still going as well. Just waiting by that door. It seems like it's his position to play, and that's the third of the round now. Try and hold on in this scenario. Try and save them. The spray through from Zate is perfect, but it's left with Sticko in a 1 versus 2. He's going to hear the steps as they go through. Zate just waiting patiently, and the timing is going to be everything. He'll get that final frag. Maybe if people stop hiring Pimp, he'll be nicer. There you go.
Arvid trying to respond back, and I like the fact that they know they have to do something. Sadix does it as well. Crystal goes down to Karan, and now again we're
through the door. Karan leading the charge, but the time really is ticking. They need to get moving. Sticko already starts things off, and as soon